things nearby. And now it comes to you. Your employer would like to move on to town now that the situation's been resolved, nervous at the fact that if there is one ambush, there may be more. And just so you know, I'd really like not sticking around too much once you're done looting the corpses. Don't forget the guard, who is still pretty ecstatic over how well it went for him, other than the part where he got his head slammed into his shoulders.
Yeah, he was doing pretty well until he died.
Everyone does pretty well until they die.
Very fair.
But feels.
Point is,
Oh,
after you finish looting up, finding that symbol of Tiamat and everything, you head on onwards to Drellin's Ferry. Ba-ba-boo, ba-ba-boo. Here we go. It's the town.
I do not own any token with vision on this scene.
Yeah, me neither.
same.
I thought I had turned off token vision requirements.
Ooh.
I thought I'd been so diligent, but it turns out I was a dummy all along.
I see a hand, but there isn't a friend.
Fwend. Quick,
Oh, no.
deploy Fwend.
Where's Fred?
Man, now I'm choking on my own spittle.
Where is the party token going?
There, now he is a humongous friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo.
All the villagers are running away.
Villagers are running away. You guys are approaching from the east by the way. I think I can close all of this. Goodbye. Don't need that. As you approach from the east, you find yourself... Well, there's a guard tower in the way, and they ain't taken too kindly. You are asked to stop as your cart rolls up within what we'll call arrow distance of this place. Also shouting distance. Otherwise, it will be hard to talk to you.
Yeah.
Person on
It's
top of...
usually a good place to approach places from.
This is the part where I pull up the thing that I have, which has all of Drellin Ferry written down on it. The people standing around this little... It's an elevated position, and the guy on top has a horn in his hand, probably to sound the alarm. As he gazes down at you. Let's see. Who is the person who is going to approach you? Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, here we go. A guy in mail, as in a person actually dressed in armor. The rest are dressed in probably reinforced leather of some kind, and they're wielding pretty basic weapons like spears. They're clearly not the trained town guard you'd expect to see in places, more the militia they drum up. They got the same kind of posture that they're kind of nervous of your approach. The person approaching, however, is wearing full armor, and appears to be sprouting up that hoity-toityness. Sticking out their hand and telling you to explain yourself. Who are you coming to Drellin's Ferry?
We are a band of mercenaries currently protecting this merchant as they travel to their eventual business destination to collecting various artifacts.
Technically speaking, wasn't the whole reason you came here because of the bank?
Yeah,
Where
Wow.
you
true.
going?
Details.
Money! You want to get paid, and you got it. Went all the way here for that.
That as well.
Yeah, and also there's a bank. We need to get to it, so this one can give us money.
Ah,
Snuggle points at the dwarf lady friend.
very well. You may proceed into town as you wish. Have a good stay in Drellin's Ferry, and stay out of trouble. Waggle waggle goes the finger. Stay out of trouble, kids.
Yes, sir.
We'll do our
Do
best.
we look like trouble?
As you make your way into town, your obvious place of... Yes, you would obviously arrive at the large central town square, which is this large grassy knoll, this small hill that sits in the center, surrounded on all sides by important-looking buildings, some looking very ancient, like crumbling old watchtowers. Others clearly being modern constructions that have been built in the recent years, or perhaps even leftovers from before the erasure. The central knoll has obvious signs that people have been walking around. There's these dirt paths that lead around, signs of market stalls being put here occasionally, and of course, plenty of children running around having a good old lark at the open field and all the room it offers. The tree in the center looks important with how large it is and how well cared for, with all its green leaves perfectly green. Your
Green.
employer seems to be spending some time talking to people around, probably asking for directions on where they need to go to pick up the money they're owing you. What do you all do, standing in the center, surrounded by kids who are poking at your legs and going like, "Would you look at that? They're so tall." Probably mostly bullying Monastery about this.
Your pokes
What
have
did
no
you-
effect on me. I have full plate armor.
One of them swings his twig stick at it, and you hear this ping.
I like feign as if it really hurt, and they go, "Nah, just kidding."
The small child, who appears to be some sort of kobold, demands to know where this fine armor comes from. Where's that from, sir? That stuff looks tough as, steel.
It is a well, it's nothing special really. You can pick something like this up in most armories and equipment stores.
Really?
The
Yeah, I've just had it for years at this point.
Did you start the game in full plate? I guess you would have. We did start a
Yeah.
couple levels higher, yes.
Oh, this whole thing.
Oh, this old thing.
That's rusting to my skin. Sleep in this armor. Thank you very much. The children quickly lose interest once they seen you. They're just like, none of you are glowing, so that's not very interesting. See ya!
Oh,
Snogo technically has a glowing rock floating around his head.
Someone pulls on like the back of your shirt and goes, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" This clearly is a teen, with how they are immediately starting to grab for that thing, going like, "That's mine now."
And the stone just keeps floating away from him.
Voop, voop. Oh my goodness.
It's mine.
There are, in fact, and I love this. I love that this is in the old versions. In 3.5 in Pathfinder, there are rules for how much armor class and health that thing has, which I think is great because it really does imply someone is going to shoot that thing. Those wayfinders exist for a reason, kids. Because people try to break your pretty stones.
No, don't touch my stone.
The best part is if that's the stone that's allowing you to breathe on land and then you start choking like a fish. It's hilarious.
Oh no, I'll choke.
oldest prank in the book.
It's just choking on the ground. Everyone's laughing like, ah, ha, ha. What a lesson we've learned today. It's like, come on, man, just let me have it. What is that thing?
Thing, it's mine.
Yours. You're so small. They lean over a bit just to make a point.
I may be small, but you don't want to see what I can do to you.
What you can do? What are you gonna do? Cry?
Are there any guards nearby?
I'm just gonna say that if you cast a lightning bolt, I'm pretty sure most people are gonna notice.
No, I just
Very
want to
good.
summon.
Duggar, don't make a scene, please.
Are you gonna throw hands with a 12-year-old?
No, I'm not gonna. We're the same height, probably, so that's like.
That's a fair game.
I wanted to. Okay, they won't attack this thing. Snogo is gonna summon a mage hand,
Nice.
and he's gonna pants the kid from behind.
Well, considering that you're level 6, and this is like some punk kid, I don't think it's appropriate to roll for anything.
Roll the pants.
Roll sleight of hand to pants!
Do you actually roll sleight of hand for pants?
If you are trained in sleight of hand... actually, sleight of hand is a thing, it's just called thievery nowadays. Actually, you're not trained in thievery, so please can you roll me thievery if you try to unbuckle his pants in public. Which, by the way, has implications, but sure.
That sounds way too sexual than what I wanted to do.
That's the
You
part
don't
of
really
you...
unbuckle it. You just grab the back and rip.
Just grab the pack, turn him around, they kick him in the butt, and he flies off into the sunset.
Can I change what I want to do? Can I just give him a wedgie instead?
Marvelous. Can you roll me athletics? Or I guess your spell attack would be more appropriate, actually. Which you are trained, and as I said, if you're trained, you don't have to bother because your level adds so much to it. You wedgie this child who is... He probably has seen magic, but not someone who just flawlessly makes his pants go up and gives him the old... Ooh.
You know, kid, speak with me when you can keep your pants normal. Honestly.
He points at you, He yells some obscenity you don't fully understand. Might be some of those one of those local things, and runs off and just probably like gonna correct those pants a bit. Ooh. Well,
Kids these days.
your employer comes back after a moment. Well, I found out where the money is, so how about we go and take care of that, and we say our goodbyes and don't get too sappy.
Oh,
Let me-
okay.
This is the
I
part
will
where
miss you.
This is the part where I check my map and make sure that I know which one it is. Okay, cool. This big old thing is Is my phone going off? No. I could have swore I heard some buzzing. Like a phone going off.
I think you're having a stroke.
No.
Just
Not-
not toast.
I'm not having a stroke. As mentioned, that big old thing over there, it's a brick building, pretty old, overgrown with moss and all kinds of vines and growths. Next to what seems to be the remnants of a large stone bridge, which are these blocks. Those are the foundations of what once was a bridge, but the bridge itself is gone. So unless you happen to have the capacity to jump around 80 feet, you're not going to use those anymore.
I can probably give it a go.
Instead, you do notice these huge, are they chainsaw ropes? I think they're just huge ropes that cover the entire length of the river, which are manned by a big ferry that pulls itself across using something. Who knows? Your employer takes you into the toll house, however, with intent of getting this settled. Behind the central desk is some sort of raptor person.
Some sort of raptor person.
There's also a bug person here, who, by the way, you might recognize. Gang. There may also be the fourth party member here if they want to.
Wow.
Oh,
So how does
Hello.
money work? Hi. Do you people know how the money works here?
It's usually just
Figure out-
cash.
Oh, I was trying to do check. I'm so sorry. Is that how we buy tickets? I'm really sorry. Back home we are just more about paper. It's much easier to carry. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, I know how it is.
So Evie do be rummaging around her 250 gold. Like, is this gonna be enough for a ticket across? Do you even pay for tickets here? Is
Me.
that how it works?
Oh my goodness. I'm sure your friends, you people would have the contextual understanding to know that this is probably enough to buy like tickets for life for a party of 10 or something. Because a ferry trip is usually like a couple of copper.
I have the orange ones. Oh, I can give you the orange ones too. How many orange ones do you like?
Usually only a couple of the orange ones. Just like, one or two.
So do you have favorites? Do you want to pick out your favorite copper ones and then, will the person like them? What if they have the different favorite? Oh my god! Can you help, please?
Yes, it's okay. I'll help you. I kind of guide them over and just say, like, here, it says on the sign, like, this many, which is like 3 copper, which is the orange ones.
Yeah, that's much less than 250. Okay, so and Amy's like taking notes in her little research book.
Handsome. Your employer decides to butt into this, holding up several sacks of money. Alright, so how much is that promise again? Was it 2 platinum? She reaches into one of the bags, the other one's stuffed under her arm, and pulls out exactly 2 shiny coins for you.
Oh, those are shiny.
Freshly polished platinum. So, 2 was it right? Just 2 platinum.
Remember.
Do you remember how much you were owed?
I don't remember at all.
What great
It's been
adventurers
a
you are, keeping track of your contracts.
Can I roll something to remember?
To be fair, I don't actually remember.
Wasn't
Because
like,
it's one of those really distant, vague details that were part of the original pitch.
wasn't
Hmm.
like 2,100 gold, right?
Listen, you're not going to fool anyone with that.
Wasn't
General
it?
deception.
Was it 2 million platinum?
Let me just double check. Gosh darn it.
It's really a lot.
I had notes on this. But as ever, those notes vanish into the ether. as time passes by. Maybe it was like 10. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it was 10 platinum piece per item, wasn't it?
I
You
just
found-
remember a number that's like 200 something. That's the number I remember.
That might be the total
wrong.
amount of money you were owed, 200 gold pieces.
I think 270, something like that.
Okay, you know what? You're going to try to ding it up to 270 gold pieces?
I'm just.
Because
wasn't
they
trying
are
to
planning to pay
ding
you
it up.
200. This is them just being a bit cheeky about it. They are going to give you your money, but they are going to give you exactly 200 unless you decide to ding them up a bit.
They also said they'd double it last session because we made
If only
it
you
out of the
remind them
ambush.
of the promises made.
Oh yeah, true. Who's good at diplomacy though?
Me,
Yeah, you go for it.
13. I think, as you would remember, the payment we were offered was 100 gold pieces per item that we recovered. We recovered, I believe, 3, including the one that got stolen. We recovered it during the ambush. And then at the end of the ambush, you said because we did so good that you would double it. So I believe that's 600 gold pieces total.
Oh my god.
Oh, would you look at that? So, look at you all growing up, taking notes for once, and remembering things. She takes out the 5 bags she has and holds them out. There's 100 gold pieces in each. Have fun. And if you want to exchange them for some lighter platinum, there's the bank. You can exchange them.
Yeah, probably an idea. Gold is heavy.
Well, it's nice doing business with y'all. I hope you all have great adventures wherever you go. And maybe, if we meet again, we should have a drink. I'm sure you'll have plenty to tell me.
Try to
We
avoid
should
any
travel
false
more
holiday
together.
ambushes.
Me? Oh, I'm not going anywhere interesting. I'm going back to Brindle, have these things appraised, and see if I can leverage them a bit. I'll be
Probably
sticking to
a
the
good
main
plan.
road, so there's not too much interesting going on anyway.
Well, we did stick to
Well,
that
we
main
also
road.
have
time
a
to get
place we
attacked
need
by
to go to,
Hobgoblins.
so
Also, the person in question, like, there's like, I can hire you as bodyguards, but it's not going to be too interesting. I mean, that ambush is probably going to take a bit to recover anyway, so they're like, yeah, I'm packing up while that road's clear.
oh my god.
With this, you are left alone in the room. The person in question, who you know at the desk, steps forward and would like to know why you're here. Because you've run into her twice by now. The person in
Hello.
question, in case you forgot, is a... God dang. It's a buck person.
Wow.
Specifically, she
Another
introduces
one.
herself as Captain Sorana Anita. With an H.
Oh, they
What-
the there was like a patrol, like way back.
Yeah.
You make
Oh
me so
yeah.
proud.
The person who accosted us on the road when we were doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Well, we're just passing through the city.
Yeah. We've finished our job now. Free agents, I suppose.
It wouldn't be weird to see us because this is literally along the road you saw us before.
Dude, I'm sorry. I got extremely distracted by the fact that the monster stat blocks now have an identify creature table. That tells me the DCs for trying to figure out who the hell this is. That's incredible. Excuse me for that. Excuse me a lot. That just got me off guard. They're adding some weird things to this. So yes, you're trying to. It's. Please roll back. I got so distracted by.
The city is along the road you met us before, so it wouldn't be weird that we got here eventually.
This makes sense. But it is quite a coincidence that you happen to go to the place that I. Never mind.
We
You
are
wouldn't
not
happen to have
stalking
seen
you.
any hobgoblins on the streets, would you?
Killed
Not
a
on the
bunch,
streets here, but on the road there was a really big ambush. There's, how many were there? Like 20 or something?
There were a large
Yep.
amount of them.
More
There
than
was
there
more
should
than a
have been,
handful.
probably.
Like, Some GMs might have used that as a whole dungeon, like a small dungeon, but like a whole camp. But there were way more than you just find on the road in patrols or anything.
Mm.
Also, they were quite well nestled in. Like the whole ambush and all was quite well taken care of. They had a little place where they even camped out. Like very organized for what it was worth. And yes, the surrounding lands haven't even bothered by hobgoblins for a while. Hey, since that they do notice like the dwarf walking away. Since you seem to be done with whatever that is, would you be interested in being hired for some small exploratory expeditions?
How much are you paying?
You'll be doing the town a great service. But you should talk to
How-
the town speaker. I technically cannot promise you any money.
When Monastery hears doing the town a good service, just her eyes light up, just like, aha, justice.
We just want to make sure that these hobgoblins aren't some sign of something bigger happening. Or go ask those people if they would like to stop, politely.
We tried that.
Take back some of the things they've stolen. I'm sure there's money in it for you. Excellent.
Adventure.
I will go get the town speaker. You can come meet us at the Old Bridge Inn when you're ready. And then they just leave. Just like that. Not that they vanish in a
That's
puff
weird.
of smoke and a spell, but they just walk away.
That was weird. I
Additionally,
thought she
party,
didn't like us.
please give everyone 40 experience points because you finally got paid.
Yay.
That's technically a moderate accomplishment. You've been paid for your services.
Yay.
Hey.
We're at
Cash
what,
money.
150?
50, yes. 40. So you're 150 now.
Yes.
Whoa. Oh, this is fun.
Numbers go
Okay,
up.
guys. Do we want to go to the inn or do we want to go? What's the plan?
Well, yeah, we don't really have any other contracts at the moment. I suppose dealing with the people that have been accosting us this entire time would probably be a good idea.
I want to do something with the Dragonhide.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a merchant somewhere around here that can help you with that.
Yes.
What are the chances that the dragon hide goes bad from we're just carrying it in
It's
the back
dragon
of our...
hide. It'll keep a while.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the whole point of it is, like, dragons live for hundreds of years. I'm pretty sure
Well,
its skin is going to be pretty hard.
What I can tell you is that the hide you have is still in good shape. Like,
Okay.
I like turn to the new Karina lady that we've met and go, I don't suppose you would be interested in coming with us. You seem kind of out of it, I guess is a way of putting it. And maybe traveling with some more seasoned people would be a good idea.
Oh yeah, I've been out of the anthill for like 6 months now, and I've been lost a lot. This would be very nice. Can I go, please? Can I go? Also, hi, I'm Evie. She's a little bit caffeinated at all times. Just, just as a word of warning.
that's what you get if all you
Because
drink is
lady-
ant honey.
Yeah, because the lady did mention adventure, and I do love adventure. See, I'm working on my thesis on bugs and how they change from the erasure. And as a bug, I think I have a little bit of a personal interest in this, and I feel like in a bit more adventure, I could see even more bugs and then expand it and then just give a good contribution to the field. And oh my god, that will make my mom proud. I need her to be proud. Like for my other sisters, they're already guild members and they are adventurers and they are leveling up so fast, and I'm just here chasing dragonflies. Can I go?
Snowy just standing there, open mouth. What? Just happened.
They cast a spell with how many words they used.
I think they said yes.
A spell of embafflement.
I give thumbs up to the others. Just, yeah.
Do I roll confused everybody?
I don't know if you confused everyone. That's up to them.
Nah. I got
Snowy's
I got the-
confused. He's like, what?
It's okay, lizard.
The dragon. I
Handsome.
prefer dragon.
Okay. Taking a note. an actual physical note. So where is the inn? Do they have like elderberry flower juice there? I really like elderberry.
I don't know where the inn is. Do you know where the inn is?
No, we're gonna ask somebody.
Awesome.
Friends.
Let's take a little look-see.
What is that ghost doing on the screen?
You know what happened to the party token? They get eaten by
Oh,
a
I know.
ghost?
Apparently,
That's Rain's
you got
token.
possessed.
I think someone did something to the party, and now you're all dead.
Dang, I
That
hate it
Oh,
when that
there
happens.
we are.
it keeps like moving when I do the things. I am what?
You probably because you have it selected.
That would make sense.
You just have to ask around town. Why isn't it rolling? That's annoying.
Where is
No problem.
I got a thing and it's supposed to be rolling.
Rolling on the
Well,
roof.
I guess it doesn't want to roll. I guess I'm going to have to do this by hand, like an adult. Wow. There we go. You decide to ask around town. The first helpful person you bump into is this... It's another Karina, and they are pushing 2 carts at once. Their hands are like split on the 2 of them, and they're pushing around this set of barrels that are in the carts.
What are those?
Do you wish to pose the question? They seem to be interested in having a little chit-chat about how strange you guys look.
No, Snuggle generally says what he says in the moment. He doesn't get the concept of thinking before speaking.
He doesn't have an internal monologue.
Nope.
only an external monologue?
Might I say you look a little out of town. But you got a short
Yes.
one, a tall one, an intermediate one, and another one.
We match.
Would you mind helping me with the barrels? I'm trying to move them over to the ferry because they need some fresh ones to, for the other side.
Can I ask something first?
Well, you can.
Would you know where is the Broken Bridge or something bridge in?
Never heard of the Broken Bridge Inn myself, but I do know about the Old Bridge Inn. How
That
about I
one,
take you
yes.
there for... Once you help me out with these things. They're a little heavy, and I've been pushing them all day.
Sure thing.
Is he deceiving me?
Are you lie detecting a man who's just like asking if you want to help out push his barrels?
I'm not. I'm
wait.
immediately
What
going
is
to
what's in the barrels?
Well, nothing. They're empty.
Do they feel empty?
You knock on the barrels to verify contents? Because I don't think you're strong
I
enough
do.
to like nudge them up a bit to see. You. Everyone watches as this guy just walks up to the barrels and starts tapping them suspiciously.
I've seen people do that to watermelons. I think this
I
sounds
don't
like a
wanna-
ripe watermelon.
I don't want to deliver like a barrels full of something that's gonna explode to someone.
You know what? You know what? Since you are incredibly suspect of this person, can you roll me an intelligence check?
Yes. As soon as I find where.
Cool. That's at the very least good enough to realize these barrels are probably empty.
Damn.
Probably.
I mean,
So
in
good
which case I
potential
could probably
selling.
just, throw a couple over my shoulders.
Jesus, look at those muscles. Also, I think the alchemist also pretty strong too. Jesus, this party got a whole lot of muscle out of nowhere.
It runs when. Yeah, it's the bug thing.
You help the man take the barrels over to the ferry. Let me pull up something. The guy's friend is greeted in a friendly fashion by the individuals who are operating this particular ferry, which appears to be a dwarf and a hobgoblin. They shake his hands. You can see the sign nearby which says it's 1 copper piece for on-foot travel and 3 if you're going with a mount. You can't help but think about the fact someone wants to pay 250 for this. In gold, not even copper.
We value labor at the anthill. It's all about the community.
Additionally, the large ferry is mounted to 2 large ropes, and several horses, draft horses, pull it back and forth accordingly.
Ooh,
Seahorses?
Huh.
Sounds so aesthetic.
He seems to be. It won't take long if you just wait around for this guy to finish up his business and take you over to the old bridge inn. I have to look up where it is specifically so I can point at it and go, it's there. It's there.
No, it's there.
Wow.
Well, since you decide to not wait around for all this polite talk, you head on over to the inn. The old bridge inn is a high-end inn, right next to the center of town, and more importantly, it's got that lavish feel. The sign outside makes you feel a little bit silly, but to be fair, you don't have time to look around town for signs to see what services are on offer. That's silly. The whole place appears to be staffed entirely by kobolds, who all they're probably related. They're all like similar colors, shapes, and sizes, but maybe you're just a little racist.
Yeah, hey, not all kobolds.
Snoggle, on
they
the other
look
hand, can
related
definitely
to
tell
me?
you that it's definitely just their relatives. You're
I've
not
met
imagining things.
I've met 2 kobolds, and I'm pretty sure they're not related.
Only pretty sure.
Oh my god, this is like
Like
home.
60%.
They're everywhere.
Point is, this is a fancy place. They have seats with padding, not just wooden chairs or stools. They have proper couches.
Is there like a
Ooh.
tablecloth?
There are probably some like tablecloth tables, yes, but there are also plenty of places where card games are getting played.
Oh.
Ooh, I want to play.
What games?
Nogo pushes through the others and finds a table where he can sit where there is a card game.
Handsome. Cool. First and foremost, the rest of you who are not immediately drawn towards the card table might notice the bug person in the distance who's like waving you to come on over.
Oh,
Who wants to check it out?
yeah, I'm going.
That's the person you just met, who you said you would meet up with.
Does someone call me over?
No, Snuggle, you are immediately drawn in by several people who definitely want to play
Okay.
with you, including one who seems like they work here.
I'm just.
Fuck yes.
Please don't gamble all that money. Let's
I
say
have
as
like
we
2
go to
gold
meet
with me.
people we need to meet.
I
have,
think
like, 1 gold
random.org
with
lets
me.
you draw random cards, right? Let's go with that. Games. Playing card shuffler. There we go. Let's play good old game of blackjack, Mr. Buckaroo.
Fuck yes. I'm in. What are we playing for?
I'm gonna give you this. Well, whatever you want. They're still setting up the bets. They're going for mostly copper and silver pieces, but the dealer looks like they have enough money to cover some gold, or even a platinum piece or two if you want to.
I have 1 gold. How do I transfer it into copper?
They'll do the exchange for you. Don't worry about it. So how much are you putting up on the table?
I want to put like 5 copper.
The dealer goes. Does the whole dealing trick. I wish I could deal cards and show you, but I can't. Wait, I have my own playing deck. Why don't I just use that one?
Yes.
Because then we won't trust you.
You can
Would you
take
trust
pictures.
the dealer that can game where only the dealer can see the cards?
I bought these cards
Not
for a
at
reason,
all.
and that reason is now. Handsome. I think these are unshuffled, though. That's a problem. Oh, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Oh, there's a rules reference card in there, too. I need to get the jokers out. 3 jokers! That's a lot. All right,
I've got
kids.
a deck of cards here as well.
Do you now? You trying
have
to
a deck of
outshine me
cards
there,
here as
Buckaroo?
well.
Trying to make me look like I'm incompetent, like I'm a fool, like I never wed my wife.
I drew a card, and it is the Dark Contract with Errors, a continuous trap card.
Listen, if you're
Oh my
gonna
God.
play Yu-Gi-Oh at my blackjack table,
They won't know what hit them.
what does that mean in blackjack terms? It's like,
I don't know.
I still cannot shuffle good, but eventually I will learn.
I-
All right.
I have my Death Eater's deck here.
This is not gonna help you. Snuggle, 2 cards are dealt to you.
Yes.
Holy shit!
What are they?
King and an ace. You drew
I
a
got
blackjack. Well,
Blackjack, baby.
let's see what the dealer has. If they have a blackjack, house wins. But they have a queen and a Jesus Christ, what a good pull. Queen and a joker.
Nah,
Well,
I win.
you double your money, yes.
Yes.
So take a hat and give yourself 10 copper back. Or 5 copper if you never remove the 5 copper you're putting up with you. Let's play one more game and then we'll get to the gang who's moving over or dragging you away from this gambling den.
I got 5 copper.
Yes, so you're 5 in the green, as it were. The little kobold I think they're all like, let's just say that they're all black, like black with a weird green sheen to them. It's like, all right, Buckaroo, feeling lucky out, punk. Here you go, another set of cards for you, another set of cards for me. Let's see what you
I'm
got.
gonna put a gold now. I want to say that first.
We got a king and a queen. Let's see what they have. A 10, ooh, and a joker. You want to pull? You want to hit? You want to hit? They're staying, but you want to pull?
I lose either way, so I'm gonna actually hope there's an ace for me there.
4. Ooh, looks like your luck ran
Oh.
out, Buckaroo. Looks like your luck ran
No.
out. All right, want to play
I'll
another
be
game?
back.
You want to play again?
I'll
Want
be
to play
back.
again, huh? Oh, you'll be back.
No.
Oh, they always back, and they always make money, or do they? Your friends, and you decide to head on over to yonder table, yonderly, or I assume one of them drags you with them. Who wants to be the adult regarding this gambling kobold?
Evie can do it because she's so buff and she's so excited. Like, come on, come on, friends.
Sitting at the table together with the bug captain of the guard is another one of those reptile people, just like the one you saw at the toll house where the money was handed over. Yes, that's it. The person in question looks. You have no frame of reference. Old, maybe. They look a little hunched over, but that might just. Well, they are like raptor. Ugh. Point is, this person introduced themselves as the town speaker. Their specific name is Nora Whiston. Hello there. My name is Nora Whiston. Could you please have a seat so we can talk with a little bit of comfort to us?
Snuggle sits down, getting comfortable in the chair.
The buck person you're with also takes a seat next to him. There are enough seats for 4, so you can squeeze in together and make this work.
I mean, I'm small.
Snuggle can sit on my lap. It's fine.
Oh my goodness, please.
Snuggle climbs on the monastery again.
You're professional adventurers, not baby men.
Some of us are babies.
Yes.
It's okay to be baby.
Yeah.
Well then, we should probably get straight to business. I believe our town is under attack. There have been hobgoblin raids on the surrounding farmlands, but they've gotten closer to town and have started attacking our merchants as well, waylaying even the travelers on the Dawnway. At first it was only up road towards the Worm Smoke Mountains and Witchwood, but now they started moving downward, and I begin to fear they may yet make moves on nearby settlements beyond us. I don't know how they crossed the river, but they must have done so elsewhere. The bug person speaks up. We have dealt with hobgoblins before being this close to the Wormsmoke Mountains. It's no surprise that the local land has its own set of bandits, but they're more organized. Normally, hobgoblins are very tribal. They're very straightforward with their organizations and stuff, but this time, I think, judging by the fact that you have dealt with an ambush, you mentioned that to her, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you understand what I mean when I say that they look and act a little too organized to just be some bandits who are coming by for a monetary visit, as it were.
Yeah. They definitely seem
to
to
be
have
honest-
some kind of command structure in place. So
I fear that they may even be numerous enough to take this town with the greatest of ease. Now, yes, they will take the town. What's more concerning to me, however, is that they might blockade the road. The Dawn Road, the one that leads through this town, that leads past the Wormsmoke Mountains, is an incredibly good source of trade. But if they stay around, we are going to be in trouble. We need someone to make sure that this is just something. And if it isn't, then help take care of it. And then he looks at you with pleading eyes like, please?
Could we share the information from the map that we got in the mountain that mentioned some areas around here?
What did that map mention again? Let me see. I
think it
should have
was
the notes here somewhere.
Yeah, we wrote it on the big map, the Vale map.
Oh, you made notes on the big map because you guys are smart, very intelligent, very intelligent.
Well, one of the places says Brokeback Mountain or something. No, it's
Yeah,
Wormsmoke
Wormsmoke
Mountain.
Mountains were
The
bad
notes
idea.
did mention Skull Gorge and something near that area. It had a little X in that area. The
Yeah.
notes also mentioned someplace in Wormsmoke Mountains. Yeah, so Skull Gorge, somewhere in Witchwood, somewhere. It mentioned Rest for some reason. It mentioned something in the Thorn Waste, where you also have a little X. Like, in general, a bunch of places were marked that are very far away for some random bandits to care about.
Yeah. Plus, the Skull
We
Gorge is
also
pretty close to where we are, so that would be something worth mentioning. Saying
we
there's like
also
some level of command structure leading from here all the way to Stonetooth Mountain. So I'd say they're likely related.
we also found a Tiamat thing with them.
Symbol of
Yeah.
Tiamat, yes.
So they could be organizing a religion. We also saw two of them kidnapping one, and we saved that one.
Yeah.
They're trying to organize themselves. And I saw that each band we fought had a goblin that did magic. I think that was a goblin. They had something that
Yeah.
looked like a goblin that did magic.
Some kind of little imp.
Yeah. It was
Hobgoblin.
mostly bad magic.
Hobgoblin that casts spells, yes. A cleric, specifically. They cast divine magic.
Yes.
The magic from without. Well, this is all very concerning. The guard captain is taking notes and intersperses with, it sounds like they're already organized. If they're organizing kidnappings and operating in faraway places like this is not something that is organizing. This sounds like something that is organized.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But I might be wrong. I'm not too familiar with hobgoblin culture.
It's certainly something that shouldn't be ignored at the very least.
Either
They're
way,
faking it that they're agents of Serendre as well.
No, there was one guy pretending to be one. He wasn't actually.
Yeah,
working
I
for
said they're faking that they're agents of Serendre.
Yeah, which is, horrible and like the most evil thing someone could possibly do, and I'm definitely going to beat the crap out of them for that.
hell yeah. This is all very, very concerning. Will you do? There's something that we would like for you to do for us, if it's not too much to ask. We know of. There's a place nearby called Skull Gorge. It's a bridge that leads across a massive crack in the earth. If something is going on, could you go over there and just make sure? It is where our border. Essentially, it's where the hobgoblins usually have their border set up. I just want someone to go over there and ask some questions, so at the very least take a look and see what they're doing.
How much are you paying?
I mean, payment. You're doing the town a great service. You shouldn't be. I mean,
We are mercenaries, not heroes.
Speak for yourself.
Oof. That is a big statement to open a conversation with this man.
I mean, principally I disagree, but yeah, we do need money.
50. We can do 50 gold pieces per person.
Oh,
Better.
So that
I mean, I'm on board, but clearly you guys have opinions. I would have done this for free.
50 is enough.
that's 200 in total, by the way.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay. Well then. Unless there's anything else. Like, say, questions.
And I hate to over say anything, but no, it's okay actually. Never mind. No good. Decided to shut up. Not to push anything.
Hey, why push him if you got him, as they say. But other than that, all right. If you have no other questions for the guard captain or this person, they're just gonna scoot out of here, content that they have done their job.
Is it time for sleepies?
It is.
Question.
The day is getting on. Yes, that ambush was like a bit ago by now.
Probably a good idea to get. Well, we'll get some rest, and then tomorrow probably head towards Skull Gorge and check it out.
Don't want to buy any
Sounds like a
supplies. See you
plan.
around town. Okay, cool, gotcha. Marvelous. You decide to head on to bed. Unless you want to do something before bed, like say play another card game. See if your luck turns. That goblin,
No.
when you get up, does like try to get your attention. Like, come on.
Come on.
I'm okay.
Hi, friend.
It's 1 gold per day I can spend. Thank you.
It's your spending limit. Call of Cthulhu rules. Marvelous. Heading on to bed. You have a good
Is
night's
this
sleep.
where is this where Evie would like craft the bombs for the next day?
Yeah,
Like, to get
essentially
rid
you
of
do
all
it the way
the
that most people you do during your daily preparations, which happen a bit
Oh.
after you wake up. I don't know how long it is for alchemists. I know that for why are these cards over? Oh, there's the rule reference cards and stuff. I need to put this back on the pile. Whoops. I think yeah, most classes take like an hour after waking up to get their spells in order and their things ready. So
Fine by
yes,
me.
don't forget
Yeah.
anything you make using your quick alchemy expires after a round. Everything you make with your prepared advanced alchemy stuff stays for a day.
Nice.
So you'll have those
Okay.
all day if you make them ahead of time. Well, as you wake up in the morning in Drillin's Ferry, what do you want to do? Do you want to go straight to Witchwood? It'll be easy enough to get directions on where to go for in that regard.
Uh, didn't someone want to try and find something to do with the dragon hide?
Yes, I want to see if I can make it into something.
Cool. Are you going to use your own skills and tools, or are you going to seek an external employer?
How much money did we get paid again? It was 600 gold, wasn't it?
500
500
in total. In fact, let me just throw it into your loot thingamaboober. Ba 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 ba. 500 loot. 125 per person if you want to split it up even. Although it'd be kind of silly to split it up even with a person who just joined the party. That's up to you, whatever or not you think that's a reasonable approach. After all, you should make sure everyone has fun and doesn't die. They're investments.
Can I have a quick question?
Yes.
The scrolls I used to put them in my arcane book, are they gone? Or
Yes,
are
I
they
think
still
scrolls expire upon being inscribed into a book. You can't just
Okay.
duplicate scrolls for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remove now. Thank you.
You can't just go distribute coins. What the fuck just happened? I think I just threw the money in the loot bag into everyone's inventory evenly. That's hilarious. There's a button for that. No, there's no button for
Yeah,
that.
I've got monies.
No, that's not what
okay.
that's not what that button did. I don't know what it did, but I'm very confused now. Why do they keep adding these buttons?
I mean, I have more money now than I did a second ago.
I'm gonna add. No. Okay, I think it's because it was a lot of copper and it converted the oh my goodness. A bank took care of your finances. Excuse me.
The bank came and was like, you need to take care of this.
It is a new day, and what a lovely day. It's a bit foggy outside, a little touch colder than you would like it to be, but it's a wonderful morning.
Can I also add something? In my daily preparations, I took the scraps of the scrolls that I had from earlier, from the ones I used, and I created myself a scroll of spider stain
Marvelous.
and attached it to the stuff. That's it.
When you wake up in the morning, you can't help but notice that you are somewhat woken up by the fact that someone is having a sermon outside on the grassy field. By the way, this is a fine inn that costs 2 silver pieces a day. That's a high-end
So
price considering that there's 4 of you. So,
What kind of sermon?
sound Serendre if you want that. It's about the love of life, caring for one
but-
another.
If it has been going on for a while, I would have woken up immediately upon hearing it and gone outside. To
Trigger
join
word
in.
Serendre.
So Snogo is like drinking his coffee in the inn and listening to a serenade in the backyard.
Out on the grassy knoll, this kobold has set up a small box so that they're in a slight elevated position, and is essentially preaching to a small circle of people who are devout or just some kids who are like, this sounds interesting. He is telling of the noble tales of long ago, the prophecies of the divine. I mean, Serenray is a new god, and not that old, but, people like to make stories. And eventually they'll have their real stories. Like maybe Monastery will be one of those stories in the future.
Wow.
That's the plan.
I'm gonna be mythological.
I mean, doesn't like every paladin want that to some extent?
In a sense, probably.
To be
Or
remembered
indirectly.
for deeds.
I think indirectly, in the sense of I want to do great things, and as a result of that, logically, I will become famous.
And it's not about being good and famous, but about doing so many good things that you are recognized for promoting the god that you worship.
By the way, since you are a paladin, and they are a cleric, and I think you both worship the same god, I don't do. It's sort of like an alignment language, but if you're followers of the same god, and it's like real legit, and you're like showing your faith, it's like you just know.
Just give each other a good nod, just like yeah.
You can fake that connection if you're very good at it, but for the most part, you can tell. Wink smile. As the sermon comes to an end, they walk on over to you, and I must say it's very surprising to find someone who is as devout as I am when it comes down to things.
I believe the same. It's been quite a while since I've met someone quite as, devoted to the cause.
Mind if I ask where you come from? Because I'm certain you weren't here a while ago.
Oh, I'm a traveler at this point. I came from a monastery up in the mountains and have since voyaged off to spread the word and perform as many good deeds as I can.
Ah, sounds like another point of light for this sometimes quite dark world, as Serendre intends it. But I have charity I must attend to. So, blessings of Serendre upon you. May her
And
light
you.
guide your path. This is the part where I look up something.
We do the secret handshake.
Oh heck, the secret handshake. What a weird thing. He does indeed bestow you with a blessing, which causes your armor to become very clean.
Shiny.
Oh yeah.
Which is to say that effectively, imagine if someone casts prestidigitation for like an hour and used it exclusively to clean you. You're like sparkly now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
The armor.
it's
for
one of
20
those
seconds.
weirder divine
Bless
boons, but
you.
it's a divine boon. You look presentable.
What?
Paladin-y.
Bright and shiny.
He also invites you to come on over to the Shrine of Serendre if you happen to feel like needing a place of worship. It's located up the road that goes northeast, which is here, for reference. You'll know when you're there. You can tell a shrine when you see it. Because it's a freaking shrine. It's not very... Those are not designed to be subtle about their nature. Well, what is everyone doing today? You've had your breakfast. You
Nobody asks the bar dude or lady.
lady.
Would you know anything about someone in this city who would buy specialty items? Like, we have a really specific thing we need to sell.
All right, you listen closely. What specialty thing are you talking about? Because the nature of specialties is that it's specific.
They do have a point.
I have dragon hide I need to sell.
No, we're not selling it though.
Yeah,
But we need someone to take a look at. I'm sorry.
Well,
What are we doing with...
if you're looking to sell it, I think Sterl's Provisionings is... No. I guess you'd be best off finding some of the merchants around here. But, if you're looking for someone who can turn into something fierce, may I personally recommend Morlin. Morlin Coalhewer. He's a dwarf.
Where does he live?
He worships one of those old gods that aren't around anymore. One of Smithin or something. He makes really good stuff. Let me think. You go out, you go northeast, so you cross the grassy knoll directly. She points in like a direction with her arm, and it should be the first house on the corner, like near the water wheel. Can't miss it. Guy's a champ.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anything else you need? Like maybe pay me now for my services of helping you?
Okay, I pay her. I pay her.
What do you pay her? Because she doesn't specify a price.
For everyone.
It's so easily intimidated.
How much money is it for everyone?
Oh,
For
she's
last
not
night.
asking for the rooms. She's asking like for telling you where to go.
Oh, you want to get paid for that? Wait, let me see what I have. Okay, I give her a gold.
Wow.
Gold, a single gold.
Gosh, aren't you just Mr. Big Shot coming into my place, giving me a whole gold piece for just telling me where to go? Well, you can come back here anytime you want to ask questions, boy.
Can I check if that was aggressive or not?
That was very much, hey, listen, if you're gonna throw around money like this, I would gladly catch some of it for you.
Okay.
That means you've definitely overpaid.
Like definitely.
She's a kobold, right?
Yes.
A
In
young
fact, if
kobold
you
with
take a look
a
behind the counter, you can tell that it's an elevated position. It is specifically designed to be at normal person height, but the entire backside is elevated for kobolds.
That's nice.
So if a humanoid were ever to work here, he would look very tall. As he basically stands on a stage behind there. But yes, you now know where supposedly a very good smithy lives and works.
Hey, Tiri, wanna go check the dude out?
Absolutely.
Let's go check the dude out.
Let's take a look-see at Moreland
Cinnamon, wanna
Smithy.
join us?
Sure. I mean, if I can craft some things first, just to have things to throw.
Well, those are, as I mentioned, you can do that in two ways. You can take your reagents, so you can make 2 items or 3 their elixirs of life ahead of time, which is during your daily preparations. Or you
Oh.
can just abracadabra them on the spot with a quick alchemy.
Okay, so can I do like the?
Keep track of it however you like.
Okay,
I don't care if you
yeah.
take it, just as long as you aren't suddenly ending up with 50 bombs of exploding. It's fine.
No, nah, it's good. I think I'll just do the like 3 elixirs, right?
Cool. Then you'll have 6 reagents left for later use, however you like, for bombs or whatever. Flexibility.
Okay.
Moreland Cohewer's smithy is about what you'd expect from a dwarven smithy. It looks pristine in the sense that clearly someone knows how to make their way around this place quickly, which is probably because there's a dude there who is walking around just hammering out bits of a breastplate. And it is enthralling how quickly he's able to perform this task.
Wow. Does he notice us?
I mean, he seems very involved with his work.
So
Snuggle
are we.
walks in closer to see what he's doing correctly.
Careful
He's
there,
like
boy.
hiding behind the dragon, like wants to look closer, but also.
Careful there. Don't get too close. This thing's hot. He holds it out to you,
Okay.
and the... How does that guy stand next to this all day?
I have like 2 resistancy to fire. Does that help me?
Yeah, in that case, you're technically resistant to most forms of like ambient heat. Actually, I think it should be 3 because it's half your level. But,
Oh, this is cool.
yes, it goes up. But allow me to explain this. You're not affected by it. You're not gonna. You could probably go right up to it. Once you touch it, you probably start taking damage. But up until that point, you're just fine. But you can tell that it's much hotter than the ambient air is.
This looks hot.
Also, fun fact: because you have dark vision, black body radiation is different when you have dark vision. It mostly means that objects glow brighter faster. So to everyone else, it's like red hot. To you, it's like Joo. Oh no, wait, you don't have dark vision. Do couples have dark vision? I think it was just dwarves and yeah. Excuse me, I got
think
my
I had
head
dark
on.
vision.
You have low light vision. You don't have this, but Monastery and Eevee technically have dark vision. You definitely think this thing is hotter than it is. Actually, no, you're used to this, but yeah, to you it's brighter than to them because you see black body radiation at lower frequencies because of infravision. Point is,
He does.
hot object, hot close to your face. That man is dangerous, but he seems to know what he's doing.
Snuggle's eyes go like a cat's eyes go when they're fully dark. Like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
So what can I
wow.
help you with, little boy? Anything I
Silly
can help?
mode.
Little boy.
We killed the dragon and we have some leather hide. I mean, dragon hide.
Oh, you killed the dragon. Whoop-de-doo. I guess you graduated clown college at an early age, huh?
Not really. Snuggle shows the leather that
It's
Tiri's
never too
probably
late to
holding.
learn. Anyway, what can I help you with? Because I'm not here to listen to your jokes.
We killed a dragon and we have dragon hide.
Yeah, that is
Black
absolutely
dragon
hilarious, but
hide.
what do you want me to do with any of that?
I pull out the
Do you-
dragon hide and put it on the table.
That one.
You throw it onto his workbench,
No, no,
irregardless
it's
of
not
anything
good.
that's there.
Not his workbench, just like pull it out. I'm
Well-
not that.
What do you want me to do with it? Tell you that it is what it is? Because that's what it is.
What can you do with it?
Can you craft into plate metal, the plate armor?
Now, if you know anything about working with Dragonhide, you know that that's not how that works. I can tell you exactly what I can do with it. Let me give it a look first. He puts the breastplate aside
That was what we asked.
and takes a real close look at this Dragonhide, holds it out a bit, gives it a good close examination. The GM pulls up information necessary to get a good idea as to what might happen if you take Dragonhide. Oh heck. Let's take a look. See, I love that. There's dragon hide, and there's also dragon skin, which is the underbelly. It's apparently softer, despite the fact that most people tend to make that the more armored location.
It's the tummy.
Give him a belly rub.
Wait, is that dragon skin?
What the hell? Hmm.
With a dagger?
Classic status symbol for adventurers. Oh, that's a cute way to describe dragonhide. That's a good question. I've never looked this up. Does 2E just have dragonhide armor and stuff that I could just use for this?
There is a dragon hide material.
Handsome. That's all I needed. Dragonhide shield, dragonhide armor, dragon plate. There's a lot.
Dragon plate. That sounds cool.
I think that those are like a dragon plate is specific. But you can make things out of this.
There we go. Dragonite, precious material. Due to the skills resistance, could be metal plates along with metal armor. Provides immunity to 1 damage up depending on the type of dragon. Yeah. He can definitely make you a cool metal replacement item for it, like a vegetarian alternative. I mean, it's good enough. But the problem is he can't make you a full like plate set out of this because there is only so much of it. Like he can make you a breastplate or something, or a shield.
I don't need that.
He could also just make you like a full, like clothes. That would have like a built-in +1 because they're made out of dragon hide, but that's it.
Oh, if there's not going to be enough of full plate, which I was planning on giving to the fine monastery for being beaten up by the dragon so much.
It did throw me across the room.
If you make a shield out of dragon hide, the immunity doesn't. What it does is your shield is immune to the damage, and the hardness works against acid damage, no matter where it's coming from. So if you if you make
my shield is kind of good as it is. So if
yeah, the
someone
problem
else
right
wants a
now,
shield-
the problem is that this shield will be not as good as your sturdy shield. You'd have to get the sturdy shield adjusted for this.
Then,
If we make bracelets from it, will we all get the +1 and immune to acid damage?
You probably get some minor resistance. You probably get some minor resistance if you wore braces of the stuff. But it's like armor. It doesn't just glow magically over your body. You need special runes and crap for that.
yeah,
As you sit around thinking about what you're going to do with all this hide, he goes back to work.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, can we buy the runes?
Is it okay if I just go ego and just have like a full like make adventures like clothing out of it? Is everyone fine with that?
Sure.
Make you a
I mean-
scale cloak.
You're the one who's determined to lug it across the entire countryside.
Yes.
Well, you've gone through your long and lengthy procedure. Marvelous. I'll tell you what. You throw this guy a couple of 100 gold pieces, and he'll make you some. Essentially, he'll make you explorer's clothing, but the primary centerpiece is the cloak, which provides the benefits of dragonhide armor and functions as a +1 resilient armor. Right out of the gate.
Ooh.
I will absolutely take that. How much?
Well, I'm gonna need a couple 100 of. You know what? You give me 100 gold pieces now, and I'll tell you what I need at the end of it.
Yeah, 100.
100 up front.
Yes. So if everyone got the so when you like did the distribute gold thing, was everyone supposed to get 150?
Oh. There's something. What the fuck is this total wealth
I
section
got
at the bottom?
119.
Oh, total wealth is just okay. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened to all the money.
Oh, but I see that our total wealth is 775. But I see that I have 119. I don't know what does that mean.
Part of me wonders if perhaps some of the money got shuffled to other character sheets that aren't even involved in this anymore. But that's not what happened, luckily, because I'm looking at Klecky, and Klecky does not have money. So yeah, whatever that button did, it just went away. The money just... I don't know what that button does, sorry. So I don't know where it goes.
Shall
The
we
spell
just
of communist your party.
I'll just re-add the 500 gold pieces, and you figure yourself out.
yes. Also throw 100 his way.
You throw 100 gold pieces his way,
Yes.
and he'll take care of it. He'll let you know when he's done. He thinks it'll take a day or two because he's really just making a cloak out of it.
That's amazing.
I mean, he's really just taking a huge sheet and adding some like edges to it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Giving it actually good tanning would take a while, so it might take a couple of days for this to be done. But you have a job, don't you?
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Hey,
Marvelous.
Cinnamon, you have bombs and potions on your belt, right?
It's for ease
Yes?
of access and for ease of throwing.
Snow stares at them for a while.
Hey,
Oh,
but
I thought you can use this. Snow gives the Cinnamon the flask, the water skin that he's been carrying this entire time.
Oh, this is
Oh,
gonna be so
God.
good for Nitro.
Oh god, not that water skin.
Yes,
Is
that
there
water
something in
skin.
it?
It's full of like
Check it.
congealed
Look
dragon
what's
blood.
inside.
It's filled with dragon.
Because
What's
for
in there?
some reason he thought it was a good idea to just drain the blood of the dead dragon and put it in a water skin. So it
My
probably
God.
smells horrible.
It probably smells horrible. It's
you could
probably
make
just
one nasty
jelly in there.
poison with it, though. I'd assume.
I mean,
It was a black dragon,
I
so yeah.
could. Oh, I definitely could. Should I make it flammable? Should I just make it? Should I just make it radioactive? I could make it radioactive.
Viridian.
Do you have preferences? Do you
Okay.
have preferences?
The smith waited a moment because he wanted to tell you something, and he watches as you have this rather enlightening exchange, shall we say.
We're not all weirdos, I promise.
Oh, I thought we were done with the Smith. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Just hanging out in the dude's workplace.
so just so that I know, what exactly do we all do in terms of magic stuff? Have you seen Serendre yet?
Whom?
Serendre. There's also, I think, Brother Durney. Some of the spellcasters in
who?
town, in case you need some supplies for that stuff, because I don't do scrolls and
Was
whatever.
Brother Derny the priest of Serendre?
Y'all? He
Ah,
lives
yeah,
just down the road.
I've met them, but had a chat.
Mm-hmm.
With followers of the same fate.
Well, if you're looking for Serendre, where does he live again? I think he lives like on the manor at the end of the North Road. So, if you need something fancy to cast spells with, you could find him there. And I think there's a druid who lives on the other side of the river somewhere. I'm sure you can figure it out. If you're looking for mounts and stuff, there's plenty of shops around. Come on. Now, unless you plan to help me, I need my space to work. You're getting in
Do
my
you
brain
help?
space.
I'll likely be more of a hindrance than a help, so I'll stand back and leave you to it.
Anyway, he goes back to work. He probably is just going to finish up that breastplate and then get to work on that fine thing over there. All right, kids, what do you do for the rest? This is only taking like a part of your morning, so.
We go to adventure. I think.
But first you must cross the river. Through ferry. Oh no! Heading on over to yonder ferry, Yonderly. You meet up with that dwarf and hobgoblin. Again, the ferry's on this side, so luck's with you. It'll be easy to cross. They give you a once-over, hold out their hand, ask for 4 copper pieces, and would like to mention the fact that, so where are you going? You don't look like you got, the big old cart stuff, like merchants do.
We're on official business from the town speaker.
Oh, he's finally gonna do something about it, eh? Oh, Noro needs to act a little faster if it's up to me. But, how about I give you one for free today, then? So you can get right to work.
Appreciate that very much.
Alright, Lilia. These guys are going for free. I'll see you when you're back. And he lets you get on the ferry. Some other townspeople follow as well. And you may cross freely. Upon arriving on the other side... It takes a while, by the way. It takes like 6 minutes to cross this river, which is not too fast, but it wouldn't be the most pleasant thing to try to swim across this every day. The constant swaying of the boat, the creaking of the rope. The horses in the distance. Once you're on the other side, It's really only a couple of steps to get past the watchtower. And head on over into the Witch Woods.
Spooky.
How many
Spooky,
witches do they have?
scary. Spooky, scary. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We're going to the Witchwood.
Mm.
Welcome to Witchwood. There are locations you can't see, and
Oh,
locations
it's gray.
you can see. Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Hooray, Grey Void.
Spicy.
There should not be a grey void here because I turned on global illumination. You should be able to see. Maybe it's just taking a bit for the map to load.
Oh, now I see.
What was the button again for that? Yeah, that one. Oh wait, that's upside down actually, I think. Marvelous. You can see the map?
Yes.
Marvelous. You're all the way at the bottom. Just out of Drellin's Ferry.
Wow.
Let's take a look. You can
Ooh.
move like 20. I don't want to have that selected at the time. Thank you. How far is? I guess Skullbridge Gorge Bridge would be about a day and a half from where you are right now if you put the pace to it. So how about we get on the road, kids, and start rolling for encounters.
The fun dice.
The fun dice are fun. Let's see how your day goes. Spectacular, but you're going to run into something along the way. You make your way across the road through the Witchwood. Indeed, it is a place of weird murmurs in the distance, of trees that sway quietly, it seemed to have a strange sentience to them, and bushes that seem to grasp for your pouches and pockets as you move by. It is also a well-worn road, where many, many tracks of wagons are present, the horse hoof tracks and more. At a certain point, you find
Horseradishes.
that the path splits in twain to both sides, which is to say there's a small footpath that like goes in and out through the thicket. It is at this point, however, that something occurs, and I need to pull up the appropriate thing for that. Oh, there we go. Let's see who you run into along the way. You run into problems. Who doesn't?
Hooray, problems.
As you make your way down the
Friends.
road, several large bushes sit around you. At first, you give little attention to these large fern-like plants that stick out of the ground, until that fern decides to have a conversation with you about your presence here. Specifically, that they don't like you being here. We don't take kindly to you being here. Which is to say that some of them jump out of the ground and start screaming at you, aggressively and loudly. Ear-piercingly so.
Ah,
Are they screaming and running?
No,
I can do that.
I need more forest maps. I forgot to prepare more good forest maps, but here we go. We're on the map. That's all that matters. Gang's all here. Man, it's weird to have 4 people in the party again. After so many years. Actually, Burton didn't
It's
leave
like
that
it's
long
a
ago.
real video game.
In 84 years.
I need to pull up a specific plant. They're all over the place, and they're yelling. They're so noisy. They're yelling. They're so noisy.
Like the Karen thing.
You're surrounded
The
on.
Karen plants.
No, but I think it's a good time to roll for initiative, as it were. Perception, please. These fine gentlemen, I think, are going to be rolling. Their stealth's actually slightly higher, but that doesn't matter too much in the end. They're rolling.
Soon as
They're
the map
rolling.
loads in.
They're rolling. You gotta go to the fist tab on the sidebar and set it up. Tracked resource.
Good
Skip if
perception,
defeated. You can click the big die and it will roll for you.
right? This?
Handsome. Handsome. It seems, however, that despite the fact you are well aware, things ain't gonna go great for you. This little boy jumps out of the ground with his first action. Hiya!
Yes.
They look very melty.
The very disgusting things. Yes, it lets out
We
a
can make him
loud.
even more.
This thing looks like you pulled a root out of the ground, and some big leaves are sticking out of its head like an overblown carrot. And the rest of its body is lumpy and weird, and its mouth is this hole with many teeth-like protrusions pointing inwards, and its mouth goes open as it lets out a big shriek. Oh, excuse me, that's not supposed to be blind. You're supposed to be able to see this.
Why can't we have Final Fantasy Mandragoras? They're better. Look at that baby.
Show me the. Oh, that is a little baby. Little baby man. That's Leshy. That's not. That's Leshy. Anyway, kids, would you like to roll me a DC 25 will save, please? Don't
Which
forget,
save?
for the new person in the group, if you click your token, at the top appears a selection of things you can roll, making it a little bit easier if you don't want to pull up your sheet every time. DC is 25. If you fail, you become sickened. Bleh.
Now I'm gonna use a little
Wait,
hero
wait,
point to
I'm
bump that up to
critting.
26.
Sonago is fine. Terry is bleh.
What? Where? Which tab? What? Huh?
Your will saving throw is actually located on the left red ribbon.
Left, red, ribbon?
Yes, on your character sheet.
Okay, okay.
It's always visible no matter what tab you're on in the others. Like inventory of characters, always there.
Okay, was on the ribbon. Which one?
The red ribbon. It's lower down. There's like a set of 3 of them. The rightmost one is Will.
Fortune. Is it like?
Will. That's the rightmost one.
Well, okay. Oh, okay.
You did it! And which is to say, you
Yeah.
did it. I think the only person here who failed is Monastery.
I used a hero point to bump it up by 2.
So
it's
everyone
just a
everyone
fair.
is a little nauseous. A little nauseous from all this, you know. Except for Sonago, who's just like, I don't give a hoot. Like a rude boy would say. It is then this little thing does like little cartwheels through the grass towards you. Baby jumps out of the ground. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. This gentleman would also like to cartwheel in closer. Are these things intelligent? Eh.
Too close for comfort. Too close for comfort.
What is blood scent? Oh, they can smell blood. Nice. Sniff, sniff. This fine gentleman is just gonna try to grab Snuggle. Just grasp him firmly.
Why does everyone grab me?
Every time. It's so grabbable.
Hey, lucky for you,
Fit
your
in the
fortitude
palm of
DC
the
is 22, so he fails. There's a reason these things want to grab you, and it has to do with what they do with those big old mouths of theirs. Through the trees! So too does Rain come to the conclusion that they are under attack, because something's large, dirty roots try to wrap around. I think that's a failure because your DC is also 22. In case you're wondering, your DC is the modifier, which is the plus number next to the die, plus 10. As if you would roll a 10 result, essentially.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Passive perception, if you're familiar with that, but for everything.
Mhm.
Monastery, your friends are being harassed.
Trying to think what the best option would be. That boy hasn't yet, so probably a good idea would be to put myself here between Snoggle and the rest of them and attack the bottom one. Were they?
Ooh, now it
well,
shows
I
a
don't
little
really know.
picture of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't know if they have any resistances, so just sword.
Let's see what they're weak to, or what they're strong against.
Not gonna find out.
Oh, it doesn't show you. Weird. The missed by 4.
Yeah.
I'll allow you
And
to
I'll
know
put
the
my
AC.
shield up.
You're like, hey, come get me, Mr. Grabby Hands. Well, Mr. Grabby Hands would love to grab you. Now that you've made it so easy. He steps in close, and suddenly behind you, you feel little dirt roots try to grasp around you. But you are, I think that's a crit failure.
Yep.
So, if I recall correctly, for grabbing, that's pretty bad, ain't it? You get to decide if you either grab him or he falls on his butt. Let's take a look-see. Grapple. Critical failure. If you already had a target that breaks free, the target can either grab you, as if it's succeeded grapple to action, or force you to fall and land prone. Which one would you like?
Falling and laying prone is probably a better. That way I can still deal with the other one.
He tries to grab you, but he slips and falls as you kick him off. Pow. Cheery. Turn's going on. Time's going on. What are you doing? It's your turn.
I'm going to move here and then cast Burning Hands.
Burning handle.
Oh well, I can't reach.
It's spicy.
I've dedicated myself to it. Oh well.
What a fancy move you just did there, Buckaroo. Ow! He failed. Ow! Roll me damage. Ah, my foot is itchy.
Probable damage. That's be 5 plus 1 because it's a level 1 spell.
Good news. It's weak to fire, so it actually takes 11. The creature is made of dirt and is covered in like soft dirt, but still its body easily catches flame as a sudden gouts. Rain, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Could I take a little steppy back from away from this huggy boy,
Take a
and
little
then yeet a bomb at it?
Chemical items.
Yeah, just a little bit of a herbicide. Since we're doing that.
Lovely. What kind of bomb are you using?
Oop, that can I do a blight bomb?
A blight bomb.
It blights.
Yes.
It blights.
By the way, quick thing to note is that there are different versions of bombs. Like they go up to
Oh,
lesser, moderate.
right.
Is it a moderate bomb?
Sure.
Cool. You quick alchemy yourself together a blight bomb and hurl it. Click the attack button on that little window that popped up in the chat. Bad news. That I think is gonna miss it because its armor class is 21. However, it is caught in the poison damage, which does 2.
Well,
Also, some of the
good
plant
enough.
life on the ground starts to wither away from what you just did.
Well, at least it works. At least we know it hasn't expired.
Once more, this fine. How fast is he? Because this might actually be important. Oh, this thing's actually fast as fuck. Damn. It's got 30 feet of movement, faster than most people. Boys cartwheeling right at you.
He's Scotland.
Oh, he's scuttling. Huh! He hurls himself at you and latches on tight. He has you firmly gripped.
Oh no.
Let's see. Can it? Does that take an? Yeah, it takes an action to do that. Okay, so it's holding on, and you see its mouth rear back as it plans to. You dry.
I die?
Oh, this is interesting, and that might also change what they're going to do on their turns. Cool. Snogu. These little things seem to find you particularly appealing.
Okay, I will not do a fireball because that was the first thing that came to my mind.
It would hit
I
all
will
of them.
not burn everyone. All of us, yes.
Bad idea.
Can I move? Can I mark myself first? Please, thank you. Not like that.
Snogu is shooting Snogu.
Just
Can I move here?
Yeah, that's well within your range for a single stride.
Can I get these two in a line?
Yeah.
But
You
not
can
hit monastery?
You can do that, definitely.
I'm doing Grim Tendrils.
Blubber, 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 blubber. Let's see, I think that is a 20-foot line in that kill. Oh, it's a 30-foot ray, it wouldn't even matter. But yeah, you can do that. Shoo! You catch him in a line and shoot. Grim tendrils. They must both make me a fortitude save. And oh, that poor man. He's on the ground and then he gets completely destroyed. So how much is the normal persistent? 1. Okay, he takes 2 then. 2 persistent bleed damage. Is this thing? I guess a plant could technically bleed because they do have a vasculatory system. It also takes double
they're not
damage, so he takes 14. That's this button, and then this guy succeeds. He takes half, so that's this button. Right? It's
And
half
that's
and no
it for
persistent.
me.
Okay. Well, one of them definitely has a bad day now. As you practically split him in half with that. Snogu, this guy still would really like to grab you. This time, however, he's done with his hands. He starts snapping at you with his jaws. Snappy, snap, 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 snap.
No.
Ka-chomp.
Oh,
Damn, that's one hell of a
What
chomp. He latches on, spends an action to grab on the same turn. Then once he firmly has a grasp of thee, it's time to suck your blood.
Oh, I'll show him something I have. When it's my turn.
You take another 8 damage. Additionally, you are drained 1 until you receive healing of any kind. Somewhat
Okay.
more importantly, though, is also that it gains some temporary hit points because it sucks out your magic goodness.
Right, who's getting? Is it me that's getting grabbed?
Tiri is.
Yes. Okay.
So he gains 8 hit
we were
points.
getting hugs.
I don't know why Snogu keeps taking damage.
Yeah. Why did Snogger get damage for?
I don't know why Snogu took damage there. Snogu, be alright. God damn, it's because the clicking is I'm
Oh,
still-
but you said Snoggle.
No, but it's Tiri. It's Tiri. It's this guy who's standing next
Okay,
to
okay,
Tiri.
okay,
Excuse
okay.
me, I'm stupid. I'm getting the hang of it. It's been weeks since I've played a game. Excuse me.
You're good.
I'm s-
Moving on down the line, this fine gentleman is. You know what? You know what? You're not a sorcerer, but you probably still taste good with all the magic you're slinging around. He tries to go for the ankles, monastery.
Yep, that hits.
He tries to latch on. Here's some damage for you. These boys are rolling pretty solid on those damages. And he's gonna just take a little. Monastery shield eating the damage.
Yeah, I just needed to remember which button did what.
if you
Marvelous.
guys want me to go for the nuclear option, just say.
I mean, these things are pretty sturdy looking. Like, that Burning Hands did something, but not all that much, all things considered. Marvelous. Let's go down the list to one more. This fine fellow over here sees Rain, who is grabbed. Wait, does it need to grab it? I think it needs to grab you specifically. Yeah, it needs to grab you specifically. Moves over. Its jaws go in. Not a critical hit, but you do take damage. Allow me to apply it for you. And it grabs on. You are now grabbed by two little creatures who are hanging from you. They're... Oh, man. You're wearing them like a coat at this point. Monastery, do something.
This does not flatter my complexion.
Uh, do, 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 do,
think
do,
there's
do,
even a way
do,
to-
do.
I think I can, like, if I can move over to Rain, I can help them out of the grapple, right?
Definitely.
So I'm gonna do that.
You step over
Distract me.
and spend the athletics action to shake them off. Or you can attack them off if you want. I'll leave it up to you.
What would be the better chance? Attacking them off would be the better choice. So
With a wide heroic swing. Don't know why you're aiming at that guy over there, but sure. Roll me some damage.
forgot to change the target.
I actually just need to know what your minimum damage is possible, because that's kind of what you're doing as you throw them off.
Yeah, I think minimum.
Minimum is
Damage.
6. Okay, so cool. The two boys both take 6 damage. And they fall off, letting go of your friend, who is no longer gripped.
You free for shenanigans.
This guy's on the ground. He's also bleeding. He's like, ugh. He has to get up first. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. What else can he do? What else can he do? Not much, really. Boys are very simple. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna go straight for Monastery's ankles. I'll try to tackle you.
Oh no, I need those
Excuse me.
privately.
That's not what I meant to do. He tries to tackle you in the ankles and fails spectacularly.
He falls over again.
No, it's not quite a critical failure, but still. He takes his 2 points persistent bleed damage.
Wait, am I? Is it Fortitude DC or Athletics DC?
Tripping, I think, is reflex.
Oh, Reflex. Okay, then it's not.
There's a gentleman in these woods who we could have known about if you had asked him questions first. But, you know, you got a little too excited about just going places and meeting people. A fellow in the woods yells at you for fricking around with these things like, Jesus, people. Why must you people always bother these creatures? He's going to use... I know he has hunt prey, but I forgot what he had. If he had precision... Oh, he had precision. He's going to hunt prey on that gentleman who's bleeding out on the ground. And then he takes a shot. Take the shot! Oh, he hits. Nice. He will then spend his last action sort of clambering down the Rockies on top of... Still yelling at you for fighting the local plant life. Although it's unclear what exactly he's trying to say.
They started fighting us. We didn't have a choice in this.
Terry, you hurt. You hurt a lot.
I do hurt a lot. So that's why I'm gonna sudden bolt the one that's grabbing me.
Marvelous. I'll be honest, I don't do this intentionally, but you do fight a lot of creatures that are resistant to electricity.
Yeah. Okay.
Plants tend to be grounded.
So he takes half of that, which is 90. No, wait, that's 16. Minus 5, so that's 11. You watch as the current goes through him, but he doesn't seem to care all that much.
Rude.
Very rude. You have one action left, Terry. What do you do with it?
Well, I'm gonna. Can I try and throw him off?
Definitely.
Would that be
Athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed attack.
Acrobatics.
You swoop and swoop out of its hands. You are fine.
Okay.
Rain, what do? You're a little close to throw bombs at them.
Yeah, too close, but I still have a dagger. So I'm gonna attempt to stabify this boy who is north of me. Don't
May
know
I
if this is
recommend
common.
perhaps maneuvering to a position where you flank the creature with monastery? That's always helpful.
Oh wow, very good.
Stand opposite of monastery, the creature that you intend to stab, to gain a bonus.
So like,
There, yes.
he can hear?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very yes for me.
You give him the old stabby.
Again, the old stab.
Show me the damage.
Oh, how do I do?
Give him the old trim. Trim him down a size. I think you can just roll the damage somewhere.
Yeah, I think there's a button that says
Damage.
The way you
Oh
roll.
wait, no. There's a problem. Let me fix that for you real fast. There we go. You should not be able to
Yeah.
click the dagger damage button.
Ooh, okay.
My bad.
Is good.
It's on your action section, which is the little bullseye on your character sheet.
All I'm saying. Hmm. Scanning with my eyes. God dang it. Where, y'all?
Let me show you the tips.
Oh, okay. So in the character sheet, dagger damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm clicking.
The creature takes
big
the full
damage.
8. That's a pretty good roll, considering that you're using a dagger that you're not the best with. But hey, it feels the pain.
Yeah. And that's all that matters in the end.
What's he gonna do? Well, they all seem to be getting right on top of monastery, so
That's
Why
the
not?
good. That's how things should go.
again, he wants to trip you, and he succeeds. You fall to the ground. It gets on top of you,
Owie.
and it tries to firmly grab you, but fails. They're just. I don't know what it is with monastery and falling over, and everyone jumps on top of him, but that's just kind of how this game works, apparently.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Snagu, what do
Well, it
you
is a
do?
bug too.
Hey, Monastery, how are you with fire?
If you're going to hit me, then I wouldn't mind.
Don't you have
Too juicy of a placement.
Do you have bulwark yet?
No, I don't think so.
Oh well. Well, you can always try to make the save. Snagu can even give you a hero point if he feels polite about it.
My reflex isn't great, but I have enough health to soak it.
Snagu, you don't have to ask me. You can definitely hit all of them without hitting Fury or Shrine.
I was trying to go actually for the Dragon's Breath. I'm trying to aim that right now.
Jesus. How about you move over here and I'll say that you can manage it.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Show me the fire.
Murder.
Let me move. Let me move. Thank you.
Let the boy move.
Let's say it's a Dragon Breath. Give me a second. There we go.
A huge gout of flame strikes these poor innocent saps. Oh, it doesn't know what save it is. Ugh. Snug. Ooh, I'm getting in your spell sheet. Gonna kick its ass for being stupid. Pint of lager. What kind of save does it? Spell DC is basic. It's against. Where does it? Wow, doesn't even have the damage type set. What a hoot. Basic reflex. There we go. Cool. If we click it again, it should now somewhat work. Cool. Now I can just click them.
No,
Wow.
Can you roll me the damage, good sir? But don't forget, weaknesses come after the saving throw reduction. So
It doesn't let me to roll damage. Oh,
oh my goodness.
what's
Well,
the
here
damage? 5d6.
you need the second
Oh.
one, the second post. That one has the fixed version. I'll let you take that
Well, it's
21 if you
21
want
damage. I'm taking it.
to. Monastery takes full.
It's fine.
Every of the other ones take half, and then they take another 5 because they are all weak to fire, and they all panic a little bit because they all just got breathed on by fire. And unlike Burning Hands, which is more like a thin flamethrower, this is like a
No, we just exhales.
large portions of the woods are
Gotcha,
currently
flame.
burning, and the person who's running towards you is getting angrier as a result of this.
I'll put it out. Just kill these things.
As you are very busy, this Mandragora, because it is capable of telling what you are up to, decides that your butt is worth biting. Fails. Wow.
Stop.
It latches on. It latches on real tight, and it's gonna suck out your sorcerer goodness in a moment. What kind of center would you have? Nougat, caramel? What is the center of a sorcerer when you really think about it?
It's a dragon, so it's probably like cayenne pepper or something.
Again, it's a panicky plant, so it's like fire out, fire must go out. Snuggle, watch out! They're all jumping you. Monastery, why did you inspire him to be like you? Oh man, Snuggle
Not
is
my
not.
fault. He's impressionable.
Snuggle, you are currently grasped by creatures that. By the way, these things are small size. I forgot to set the token to the slightly smaller size to indicate that, but they're all small and they're all on top of Snuggle, and it's becoming a bit of a dog pile.
Well, Snagu's gonna explode.
Well, the plus side is Snuggle. Oh wait, I forgot to roll the damage for that attack roll. So they take 12 damage, and then you take another 14 as dudes are just jumping on top of you and grabbing you with their third action. So at this point,
What
there's
is
just a kobold arm
happening?
sticking out of a pile of plant matter. Hey, Monastery, at the very least, they're not on top of you, and they're flanking in polite ways. First action, you get up.
Yep.
What a sensible idea! Gosh, could you not be so sensible?
And then I guess I can try and finish that guy.
You show Bleeding Man that he needs to learn a lesson. Missed by
Nope.
3. I wish this wasn't secret, because this... Maybe the module settings has something for this.
Well, I've already used one action, so I'm gonna shield. Just
Advanced rule... Oh my goodness. There's so much more stuff now here. I can set the Identify Magic DC modifier. That's so weird. But what I'm looking for is quick rolls. Show bubbles. Show results. Oh, I get you. Okay, cool, whatever. It should show, but I guess something else is overriding it. I'll take care of that some other time. Whee! What do you do with your third action?
shield up, I said.
Marvelous. Shields up. This thing, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna do the sensible thing. And see if he's... Okay, he keeps his cool. Plant Baby was kind of worried. Was thinking about running away, but you know what? You're a nerd. I'm gonna get you. You actively see him, like, rear up for this one with the intent of grabbing and going straight for your throat. He needs a little run up for that, because he needs a... Listen, man, he needs to jump. You're very tall. Right for the jugular. And he grabs on.
Block.
Your shield absorbs. Actually, your shield absorbs like most of the damage. That
Yeah.
that 12 hardness is nuts. It's great.
It's very useful.
Mr.
No, someone die?
This man takes his free action to tell you all that his name is Jordan Netherson, and again, that fire. What the hell was that fire breath, dude?
You can take it up with him when we're done.
You can take it up with me if I survive.
Well, that's a pretty crummy roll for a bow, but Also missing the deadly roll, but that doesn't matter. The creature that's holding on to you, Monastery, it grows hard and stiff, but it is dead. You're sure? It's not moving. You hope it's dead. He has one action
Probably
left.
shrug it off.
He's gonna switch his prey to which one? Well, you know what? This gentleman looks like a fine target. He'll go for that one. So you target him. Jerry. Hey, at least you're not getting bullied.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I don't. Elemental motion. I'm gonna go up into the air a bit.
You jerk. They can't hit you when they're in the air. That's cheating. Cheater!
I think, yeah, that's all my actions, because I have to move as well. Ugh.
You are hovering in the air menacingly. Rain.
Oh. I do have a sling and might need to close in for this. And I would like to, sort out the situation here with the one north of Snuggle, our good dragon friend.
I mean,
So, yeah.
how much would it actually hurt a plant if you hit him with a stone, compared to cutting and pruning him with a dagger? You're adjacent to one that's also flat-footed. Just saying that the more optimum decision would be this.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's do that then. Okay, so this one, right?
Yeah, either one will do.
Oh,
Please
dang
please do not stand on top of him. He doesn't appreciate that.
That's a mistake. Okay. Let us strike. Oh,
That is a miss. You can try again though, but you have to click the -5 because you've attacked before.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Also, a fun thing I just
Thank you.
realized is because you have 4 hands, you can theoretically hold 4 bombs, which means you can use 3 actions to throw bombs and then have another bomb left for your next turn.
Yeah, that's just how good being an ant is.
Or, have 4 potions out and be like, hey, come and get them, kids.
Mhm.
This
Gonna make cookies.
I'm a little bit worried about embalming literally everybody around me. So maybe let's stick to the good.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is why bombers get calculated splash, so they can essentially walk into melee and just rub bombs on people.
Yeah, maybe not strafing it all in one go. Would be a bit of an experience. Suboptimal.
This guy's holding tightly onto Snago.
Dislodge. Dislodge.
It's gonna take a blood drain.
Worse.
It does 5 damage, heals 5 hit points. And then let's go. Its tummy is full. It's a little bit damaged. Things are looking bad. It's intelligent enough. Is it intelligent enough? It's not intelligent enough to realize things are going poorly. So it's like, you know what? I got 1 bite. I want 1 more. And it goes for the person who's trying to prune it. You know what? If you want to prune it, oh, hit by 1. Wait.
Very fair.
Wait, who's it targeting? Because I didn't. Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Actually, 23 is your armor class. So that misses. Try again. Hit by 1. There. For the ankles.
Not my ankles.
Those jaws are nasty. Snago, you are covered in mandragoras.
I have a stupid idea.
It's great. I love it.
So, casting Fireball is 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 actions.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Casting Dragon Claws is 1 action, so that's 3 actions, right?
Definitely. That is how math works.
Dragon Claws give me resistance to fire, like 5 more.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
So Snuggle grows claws first,
And then just explodes.
and then just explodes into fire.
Well, technically, you can make this. Okay, sure. I'm pretty sure you can make this circle work in such a way that you would hit only. Yeah, you can make this work so that it only hits you in the. Oh, anyway, Snagu proves once again that being in the forest and exploding is the tactic of the day. Please roll your fortitude save. You take no penalties to that as a result of being grabbed. Because it's not reliant on. Well, one of them is definitely eating a whole bunch of potato beans today, and one of them isn't. This fine gentleman takes double of whatever you roll. You yourself are resistant and take half damage. Snuggle, what a masterstroke. Show me the damage. That's pretty harsh. I don't think that guy's gonna make it. The one directly adjacent to you is immediately incinerated by this. In
Oh
fact,
my god.
Good for you.
you watch as the fires blast him into this swirl of soot in the air. Because when you bring something down from over half directly beyond zero, hurts a lot. The one at the bottom takes half. He also takes another 5. He's also looking pretty salty, soury. The other 2 take full damage. And they take another -5. They have to roll me morale to see if they are... Well, one of them is down to 1 hit point. He's like almost falling over from turgidity. This gentleman is still feeling optimistic. You know what, Snagu? If you're so keen on killing, then he'll kill you.
Wait. Can I ask something first? How much damage did I take? Sorry.
You rolled your saving throw. You successfully made it, so you take half. So you take 11 minus whatever your resistance is.
-8.
You
3
champion.
plus 5.
So you take 3 damage, I
So
think.
that's... Yeah. Basically.
So how much did that hurt? I don't know. I've had peasants punch me harder. You know, it's like you fall into the fireplace for a second or something. You get a touch of hot poker. Anyway, he's still holding on to you though. So
Oh no.
he's getting the suck.
No drainings.
He's getting the suck on. You know what? He's had his fill for today. He knows a losing battle when he sees it. So he's out of here. See ya. Let's see, that's be like 60. Yeah, they're scooting out of the field. They're if you want to chase them and kick their asses, fine by me. But they're running off. This one is at 1 hit point. I don't think he needs to roll a morale saving throw to be like, I'm out of here. See ya.
They're probably good for potions though.
They probably are. This one jumps over here, and then it just starts digging into the ground, leaving this 20-foot deep hole where it goes. Monastery. They're blowing retreat. And they have left Snoggle ungrabbed.
I mean, if they're retreating, I'm not going to fight them anymore. I'm just going to, like... Who's more injured? Snoggle or Tiri? I can't see the health bars.
Snoggle. Tiri. Tiri is lower.
Yeah, in which case I'm just going to come over and lay on hands, Tiri.
I'm also in the air.
Oh, yeah. You're
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
he's
air,
flying.
I'll heal Snoggle then.
Can you like jump and high five?
Which
I think
is
he's like
18,
25 feet
I
up,
think.
like he went a full stride up, so...
It's like a really big jump.
So, how much healing do you do nowadays? 24, was it?
18.
Oh, it was
Ooh,
6.
that's a lot.
Rub. Also, you get a +2 status bonus to your armor class. Mr. Jurgensen is running in. Does anyone else want to do anything with the last Mandragora, or can I just call it?
I mean, same.
I'm okay with it. I'm done with them.
Well, Snuggle, your turn comes after the Mandragora, so if Tyria wants to do anything, they can, but these creatures are going to run away.
No, he can run away.
Run away! Okay, cool. We're done. That is over. You can clap your hands
I
together.
wanna use like maybe 2 spell slots of hydraulic push to put the fire out in some most intense places.
You decide to help temper the fire a bit. You have some time to yourself as this fine gentleman decides to introduce himself. As you're Nathason.
Okay, guys, I'm being called away, so I have to poof. But thank you so much.
Marvelous.
For this.
We can call it here for today, but...
Oh,
And
like
also...
I gotta go.
See
So,
ya.
Yeah, okay.
see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
playing.
Cheers.
Your Nathason awards you 100 experience points for the fight.
He gives us. Oh yeah.
That's his reward.
Why did that... Okay.
Then I stop flying.
Additionally, once you come down again, Terry, he has like some healing poultices with him, so he'll apply some of that to you. This is a little thing he can do, but only a couple times per day. He's a trained ranger. Unfortunately, it only works while he's in the Witchwood, so don't expect it to drag this guy along as your resident cleric.
Our healing pouch.
poultice. It's like a mixture of herbs and random sort of garbage that makes for a very good cure-all. It's also very good against diseases and other natural ills, provided again that they're natural to this area. It's essentially like, I thought, rangers have natural terrain. What if one is like, I lived there all my life. I know how to make this place work for me. You work for me, Mandragora. You get in this bag. We're gonna call it here for today. Next time, we're gonna see what Mr. Euron Atherson can offer you. Maybe some tips and tricks how to survive this place. Maybe he lives nearby. Maybe he can show you something cool.
Ooh, something cool.
Maybe soon you guys are
I
gonna run into
think
Vrath
so.
Keep, and maybe after that you're gonna run into more stuff because there are some fun things ahead. Fun. Fun. Well, that was nice. I'm gonna turn on that
Okay.
advanced rule thing. I want to know what the hell that does. Configure settings. System. Advanced rules. Please give me an absolute terrifying time, advanced rule system. If I do not poop myself, I will be disappointed. Where are these advanced rules at? Where are you at? Oh, by the way, you're allowed to remove your second condition because I'm going to assume you guys have enough time to get rid of that.
Bonk.
Like it goes without saying that when you are very, very sick,
It
it's
just doesn't get removed. All right, whatever.
it's basically a redo of your saving throw, and when you have the time, you just spend some time in the bushes, as it were. Oh yeah, you have some Mandragora supplies, don't you? You technically could make a check for that. Well, we can do that later, since your new friend does have nature, and it would be unfair to not let them have a chance at that. So, someone make a footnote, because I won't be doing it for you. Marvelous. Verdant wheel. I don't get why Foundry has that kind of support. It makes me think. It makes me wonder. 6th DC. Oof. Society check. Unspecified lore. Specified lore. I don't see what these advanced rules are about. But they're probably somewhere, and they're probably pretty cool. Well, alright, kids. Next time, the woods. Which wood? This wood.
Which
Which
wood?
wood?
This wood.
Which wood?
Yeah. Who's on first?
Whom would
Which wood would the witches would if the witches could which would?